Hey, good Friday morning, everybody. It's meteorologist Brad Panovich. We got to look ahead to the weekend, and we actually have the chance for some scattered storms. Now, a couple things to point out here. We are going to have the risk for a couple strong storms Saturday and Sunday, but I know a lot of folks have been asking me about what they're showing up on their app, and it is not going to be a washout. I'm seeing these crazy 80-90% chances of rain at certain times on the weekend, and I'm going to show you why that's probably a little misleading, and I'll show you how the timing of all this kind of works out. So let's start first with what's going on this morning. If you're up early, we've had this every single morning this week, this low cloud deck, kind of a foggy, misty setup. What this is essentially just fog. In the mornings, we've been getting cooler at the surface, but there's so much moisture in the air that it's being trapped below a temperature inversion. And what that is some warm air just off the surface, and that warm air just off the surface traps moisture below it. So in the morning, we've seen these low clouds and kind of misty setup. But as the sun comes up and the atmosphere is able to mix up a little bit, this dries out the lowest levels and we see the sun come out. So this is going to last probably through 10 a.m., maybe 11, but you can actually see on the edges here, we actually have clearing developing here and here. It's just right over the Piedmont that we've got this little batch of moisture. You can see that's where temperatures are in the 60s, where the skies are clear north, it's in the 50s, and to the south, it's in the 60s, and there are areas of fog and even some mist mixing in there. So don't expect that to last too long. But what we're watching for later today is back towards our west and our south. I'm going to switch products here real quick, and I have the severe weather outlook put on today. So a couple things to notice. Their main features are storm system to the west and that area of low pressure over Florida. That is not going to develop into anything tropical. So don't buy into the clickbait hype stuff. That's not going to develop. There's a 10% chance that thing develops, which means 90% it won't. And it's not going to develop. It's already over land. So it's just going to be a mess of clouds and showers, a little weak low that moves off the coast. The bigger issue for us is going to be this low pressure and frontal boundary to the west. You could see there is a slight or low risk for severe storms up here in West Virginia and parts of Virginia and Kentucky today. But as we go into tomorrow, we'll go to day 2 here, you'll see that most of the western Carolinas are in the low risk, which is yellow, and then the medium risk, which is orange for severe storms. Now, we're not looking at tornadic setup here. This is going to be more straight line wind. And then as the front continues to push through on Sunday morning, we'll see a low end risk from Charlotte east. And that kind of follows the progression of the front heading through our area. So let's go back. I'm going to turn this off for a second, and we're going to go to our model data here, and I'll show you how things unfold. So this is starting at 3 a.m. Obviously, it's not 3 a.m. We'll start this at about 8 a.m. this morning, and we'll go through this afternoon. Now, I'm going to zoom in carefully, and one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take off the surface features just so it's not super confusing. So we'll kind of get rid of those. And we'll go to about 12:30 today. So notice we've got some pop-up showers in the mountains and some along the coast because of that low pressure system. We'll go to 1:30, about 3 o'clock, 4, 5 o'clock. So here's about 5 o'clock today. Notice there could be a few scattered storms down here into the north. So yeah, if you're over most of the Piedmont, you're probably going to be dry. Going to the southeast, you're going to run into more shower chances, especially east of 95 and up into the mountains. Let's go into the evening hours past 6 o'clock. This is 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 8:45, 9:50. Notice this band of clouds and showers developing in the mountains. This will be interesting to watch because it looks like around 11 o'clock there could be a band of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder that tries to make a run at us around midnight. It looks like it's weak and it just pushes to the east. But that's about it for rain chances today. That's why it's a 20-30% probability today. So really no major issues. We go into Saturday morning. I think once again we'll wake up to the low clouds of fog, kind of drizzly like we had today. We'll go into the first part of the day. So this is 8:30. Look at that. It's bone dry, folks. So early Saturday activities, no concerns. We'll go till about noon. Noon, we're still fine. Now in the mountains, every day when we're in the summertime, we tend to see the pop-up storms on the ridges. I expect that'll start to happen around 1 or 2. But notice here we go. I'll go to 3:30. So if you're going to the golf tournament, anything, we're still bone dry all the way through 3:30. Let's go to 4:48. Let's go to 5 o'clock. Now things are getting a little more interesting. And this is why there is that low to medium severe weather threat right in here, because I do anticipate some strong storms developing in northeast Georgia and then trying to move up I-85. But it's not until the evening hours. So this is 5:56. This is 7 o'clock. Showers and storms become a little bit more of an issue. will go to 8 o'clock, and they're very scattered. So you don't see anything widespread, but that time frame, if you're worried about rain on Saturday, is 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening and beyond. What's interesting is here's the frontal boundary coming in from the west. So this is the front approaching us on Saturday night. So that's 9:30. Watch what happens by 10:30. So we start to see more showers develop during the evening hours. So overnight Saturday into Sunday morning is going to be our highest risk of storm. So if you're camping or you're doing something outside Saturday night, that's more of an issue. But if you're doing stuff during the daylight hours, you're probably going to be fine. And this actually works in your favor because the heaviest rain chances will be in the overnight hours. This is 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. This is 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So waking up Sunday morning, early morning, Sunday morning could have some issues. So out at the golf tournament, if you're up early for the early tee times, 7 a.m., there's likely going to be some rain around. But here's the good news. By about 9, 10 o'clock, it's all gone. So did you see the timing of this? I'll back this up. The worst weather over us is really from about 7 o'clock Saturday night through about 7 o'clock Sunday morning, and then it gets better. So talk about good timing. If we can keep that timing like that, then any strong storm chances are going to be confined to when most people are sleeping Saturday night. But I will caution you that the potential here that we see some pretty strong storms on Saturday evening definitely is going to be there. So I am a little worried about, I know I'll back it up here. I'll show you, not today, no issues. Tomorrow, no issues during the day. It's right about here, the 7 p.m. time frame tomorrow. I think that evening, late evening hour will be the best time for potentially some strong storms. This is about 9 o'clock Saturday night. So if you're looking for timing issues, it's really going to be Saturday night to Sunday morning. Now let's talk about that low over Florida that had everybody freaking out. There it is. You can see it moving off the coast. I'll loop this a couple times. You can see it moving out and maybe being more interesting once it gets back out over the Atlantic. But you can see most of the energy stays offshore. It's very weak. And the main weather impact for us this weekend isn't going to come from that little low. It's going to come from the cold front. So I'll be tracking this all weekend long. It will be warm. Temperatures will be well into the low and mid 80s, kind of muggy like we're seeing this morning. But if you're worried about a washout of the forecast this weekend, there just isn't one. There's your typical pop-up evening thunderstorms that are very typical of the summer, which is a little early here in mid-May. Have a great Friday, everybody, and I will post updates if things change.